Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy.
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
What's off the bench, Coach?
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the locker room with Billy Schwein, producer / co-host Nick Earnshaw, and the intern Andrew Leeds in here on a Saturday morning. Get to talk about sports. Good morning there, Nick Earnshaw.
Oh, Billy, what's going on, man? How are you?
There's a lot of, you know what? It's like sports is the best reality show of all time.
Oh, it's the best.
I mean, there are so many just twists and turns and things just pop up that you just don't see coming. And but it gives us a lot of stuff to talk about.
Oh, it's the best. There's nothing better than the soap opera that is Philadelphia sports.
That's Philadelphia sports.
That's the best.
Intern Andrew Leeds made it in here on a Saturday morning. Good morning. It's good to see you.
Good morning, Schweiner. How are we feeling so far this morning?
All right, we're good. We're good. I was over with my buddy Lou last night. Had a couple pops, and just there wasn't really too much sports on TV last night.
No, it was kind of a dead night.
South Florida against it's kind of a dead night, but we're going to the Sixers game tonight.
Yes, we are.
Locker room crew, courtesy of our Mr. Negadelphia, PJ Corda, is taking the whole locker room crew. Of course, some people can't make the game.
Uh-oh.
But we're going to have some fun tonight there, Nick.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I can't wait for tonight. You know, I probably won't get CMB to Podcast B, but that's all right. I know I'm going to be out of my element.
The only reason I'm going is because I'm not. I would never pay for a Sixers ticket. Never.
If it's free, it's for me, right?
It's for me.
Dude, I cannot tell you how broken up I am that I
Andrew,
can't make it tonight.
The intern's not going.
Who do we have to make a phone call
What
to?
do we got to do? Who do I got to write a note? Do I got to write a note?
You got
They
to
want
get a
Epstein.
doctor's note for the prescription of needing some Sixers basketball. I mean, it's going to be...
His luck is we'll write him a note, and then he'll be on the Fanavision.
Yeah.
All over
He'll get on TV. We'll write him a note. It's you might get more sick watching them tonight. I mean, that might happen.
That's the thing, too, is like I would be more heartbroken, if it was like, oh, Embiid, Paul George. With the way this team's been playing, I mean, I'm bummed because it's free, but at the same time, I haven't watched that much basketball this year, and I'm not that interested to watch it.
It's not just in seats, guys. It's a luxury box. We're going to have free food and free drinks.
I'm going to be out of my
That's
element.
no reason I'm going.
I'm out of my element.
I'm
This ain't the
going.
nosebleeds. This ain't the nosebleeds.
All right, so we'll lead off with the Sixers because I mean, if you're living under a rock and you didn't know that Joel Embiid, we had a press conference yesterday. We have just from that 1 minute cut, we have so much to talk about. We could probably use the whole show, dedicate the whole show to it, but we won't.
You said, it's the soap opera and it never ends.
It never ends.
It never ends.
Especially with the 76ers. That team could fill 10 seasons of a soap opera. I mean, it could go on and on and on. There's something new every single week with this team, and they do it to themselves, Billy.
They do it to
themselves.
Self-inflicted wounds, guys.
Oh.
Yeah,
all right,
nonstop.
And then the Flyers, while they did get off to a slow start, they won their last 2 games.
They're on,
and they've been playing defensive hockey.
They're fighting a little bit. They're showing a little bit of fight, playing a little bit better in front of the net, right? Remember we talked about that last week.
Games. I heard. I know it was Hartnell said the games aren't really a lot of fun to watch because there's not that much offense.
No,
but they're doing what they need to do to win right now. And Tortorella even said that.
Yeah, Matt Mishkov taking home Rookie of the Month. I mean, he's been just as good as advertised so far. I mean, obviously not taking over the games quite as much as we hope him to do later in the future. But like you said, defensively, everyone looks great out there.
Urson looks like he's turned the corner. He's playing much better defense. I mean, his goals against was up in the 5 or 4 something, but now it's lowered a lot.
They look much better. They got off to a really slow start. I mean, the way they would start games, Andrew, I mean, that was brutal.
It was basically the opposite of last season when they got off of that super hot start, and it was just
he lowered his goals against to 2.72.
Yeah,
so he like it under the 3s.
It's better.
All right, and then of course the Philadelphia Eagles. We have a lot to talk about with the Eagles, and at the bottom of the first hour, we're going to talk with Brian Baldinger.
Yes.
Baldy. Like, I love Baldy. Baldy's breakdowns. Like, it's like being in the film room with when I was back and playing football in college and high school.
Yeah, we're going to step out of the locker room and go into the film room
We're
with
going
Baldy
to
at
the film
10:30.
room with Baldy.
Oh, can't
I
wait.
love his break. You see his breakdown,
Oh, of
right?
course.
Dude, they're absolutely
I mean,
phenomenal.
if you're not a football aficionado, you're a casual fan, you watch the breakdowns and you will feel like you're in the film room with the coaching staff.
100%. Yeah, I mean, he breaks it down in such a way where, like you said, like you don't have to know that much about like packages and coverage types and all this
he'll
stuff.
explain
Like
it
he
to you.
just breaks it down so.
You know who had the
easily.
ability to do that? Gene Hart was the
Yeah.
announcer for the Flyers way back in the day. You guys didn't have a chance to hear him, but he announced the game like he was educating the public on hockey. And Baldy, I mean, Baldy's just really he's good at what he does. He's
Yeah.
like a coach.
Yeah, he breaks it down in a way and communicates it in a way the common fan can understand. And
So-
that's what's great about it.
So then at the top of the second hour, we got Mr. Negadelphia, PJ Corda. He'll opine on the Philly sports. And at the bottom of the second hour, we're going to introduce our new segment. We love this new segment because we haven't really talked about high school sports, but we're going to talk about it now, starting today and every Saturday throughout the whole high school season. We're going to do the players in the high school players in the spotlight, sponsored by Philly Pretzel Factory. Fran McLaughlin is going to pick 2 high school athletes, 1 boy, 1 girl, and going to give us their outstanding achievements. And he's also going to report on high school sports for us. Keep us up to date with what's going on with the high schools.
I can't wait. It's going to be
man.
fantastic. Keep us in the
You know
loop a little
where we
bit.
got this idea from? Remember Sports Illustrated used to have players in the spotlight?
Yeah.
And it was like in the back of the
I
magazine.
believe it's called like Faces in the Crowd.
Faces in
or
the
something.
crowd,
That's
right?
right, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right, Andrew. Faces in the crowd. Well, this is a little takeoff on that.
I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting. And a little bit of juice to the high school sporting event around
Absolutely.
here.
It's always awesome to hear those local stories of kids, just doing something exceptional and just, it makes you feel more connected, more everybody's like a part of the
High school
same
sports
community.
is big, man. These kids are
yeah.
achieving some great stuff, doing some great things.
Heck yeah, I love when I'm out there. Sometimes I'll do some play-by-play for high school sports. It's a great time. The atmosphere,
Yeah.
it's great.
I wish we would have started it earlier in the season because of the football
Hey,
season.
better
but
late than never,
Better
right?
late. We just talked it out. We worked it out, and we're taking it we're taking it forward from here every Saturday at 11:30. Players in the high school players in the spotlight,
Can't
sponsored by Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Fran McLaughlin, the owner down there, he's going to be taking care. He's going to be running point on this, so we look forward to that. Now, Lascalas, how much fun did we have last week at Lascalas?
Oh, man.
I got to tell you, Vince Papali, you hear my song, my opening song, when I say, Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room, and he goes, I can smell it already, Billy. He's got a magnetic personality. You know what I mean? People are drawn to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you could tell that last week. And he stayed like an hour and a half longer than he needed to.
Right.
I mean, it was great. It was a great meeting. It was great working with him last week. Had so much fun. He was awesome on the broadcast. He was awesome during the autograph signing.
Took
It
his
was
time with everybody.
everybody.
Oh yeah, he spent like 2-3 minutes talking to every
Yep.
single person, taking every picture they wanted to get, every single thing they wanted to get signed.
He went
And there
up.
was a good crowd down there.
Yeah, and he went up. And it was it was telltale to me. Like he went straight up as soon as the Brigantine police officers walked in.
Yeah,
He
yep.
got up from the autograph signing and went up to them to thank them for their
Yep.
service. I thought that was awesome.
I thought that
Yeah.
was, and we were on the air while that was happening.
Yeah.
I did see that out of my peripheral
Yep.
vision, and I thought that was pretty cool.
It was
But
awesome.
Lascalas, I can't. You gotta get down to Lascalas.
Yeah.
We have so much fun down there, but here's the thing, the atmosphere, the vibes down there. I mean, you're sitting there watching the game. You're looking at the Atlantic Ocean, through palm trees. It's got such a different feel to it. But the food is phenomenal.
Oh, the
Like-
food is amazing every single time. I mean, Vince, he was enjoying the food.
Oh yeah,
He was digging it.
yeah.
Yeah.
He loved it. I put him on the cheesesteak egg rolls.
Yeah.
I told him, you got to get them.
Did you
Vince."
get the pizza?
Of course, I
yeah,
got the
yeah.
margarita pizza. You
I love
kidding
the
me?
meatball trio again. I'm a creature of habit.
That's me.
I love it, man.
When I get the margarita pizza
But
down
you know
there,
what I like?
scarf it down.
Their
Billy.
wings are good too.
Oh, the wings, the flats,
The
flats. Remember the
I ate both. I
By
both
the
flats
way,
and drums.
I think after the show today, I have to go fulfill my bet to Mike Gill and drop off some.
you?
Yeah,
So Mike Gill is.
Yeah.
We invited him to the game, and I don't
Yeah.
think he's going to be able to make it.
yeah, it's all right.
So Danny Ryan won't make it. Andrew Leeds,
Call
the
him out.
intern.
You calling him out?
Call him all out.
Wow.
Hey,
It's a
if
lot.
I'm getting called out, I'm fine with Danny getting called out. I'm not the
Getting called
only
out,
one
and
who
you're
can't
getting
make
called
it.
out.
across the board.
Yeah.
Mike
You
Gill
do-
gets a pass because he's not really part of the locker room crew. But he's the program director here at ESPN, so we invited him. We want him to go. He loves the Sixers.
Yeah.
He was a big process guy.
He was a big process guy.
I actually wish Mike was going, but then we can needle him and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's not going to be there. All right, but we're gonna have a blast. My brother Bobby's going. Dave Klemek, his father-in-law, right?
Yep. Josh.
Is your dad? You think your dad's going?
We'll see.
I don't think you'll be there. Josh,
there.
Henning will be. All right, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
We'll have a good time.
All right. We got 2 hours to get it all in. Let's get her going. Get that 3-point stand, Nicky
I'm over here ready to go.
All right. We're also broadcasting on our X platform at Locker Room 973. And, of course, we're on the YouTube channel, The Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Check us out there. Also, I don't know if people notice, but we're on 8 podcast locations.
We are.
So after the show today, I will upload the show on the podcast. So if you missed anything, you missed a guest, you go back and listen to it.
Spotify, Apple, anywhere you listen to your podcast, go check it out once the show's over.
All right, and it's at the Locker Room Billy Schwein.
Yeah, there you go.
So, how hard is that?
That's it. Not too difficult.
I want to see more people check out the podcast.
Yeah.
Because it's there. It's available. People keep
It's on
sending
YouTube as well, right after the
yeah,
show.
Yeah,
Go on YouTube,
it's right up. It's right up on YouTube. But you can go if you want to you young guys. You guys listen to a lot of podcasts.
Of course.
Oh, for sure.
I don't.
Of course.
But if you miss something, you can always go back and get and
you can always go back.
Yeah,
Right.
it's so
Rewind.
convenient. Again, Spotify. I mean, who doesn't have an app on their phone that's like
Right.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts?
Yeah.
Just fire it up, listen to it. Anything you missed,
Fall
you can
asleep
catch up
to
on
it.
everything.
I don't know if we'll keep you. I don't know if we're the best podcast to
I
fall
was gonna
asleep
say you
to,
won't be
but
falling
I
asleep.
can't
listening to our
imagine
show.
falling asleep to the Schweiner's voice at night.
All right, the first hour of the Locker Room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. Surety is an industry-wide leader with a team of experts that will help you through the entire process, from contract signing to closing, from the shortest center city and every place in between. Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney in the Ocean City office a call, 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about John A. McCann and Associates, McCann Appraisers. By the way, Norma from the McCann office, her and her husband came out to Liscala.
Ah, yeah.
And they said they had a blast.
Great.
The food was great.
It was.
And they said Norma was telling me on the phone the other day that Vince was great with her.
He was awesome.
He was awesome
with everybody.
That's great. All right, for all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates, 609-263-7422. Whether you're commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, financial planning, divorce, financing, and more, the professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call today, 609-263-7422. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the Locker with Billy Schwein and the intern Andrew Leeds and Nicky Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles host the Jacksonville Jaguars in Week 9 of the 2024 season tomorrow afternoon.
And he's brought down for a loss by the Gene. And the Eagles take over on down.
Listen to all the action with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick with pregame coverage starting at 3 p.m. and kickoff at 4 p.m. This is the play-by-play home of the Philadelphia Eagles, 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's Eagles station.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot. You need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com.
Rendezvous Pizza. Rendezvous Pizza. Rendezvous Pizza. The pizza you're gonna love. It's got the freshest taste that you'll find any place. Rendezvous Pizza. There's one right nearby. Rendezvous Pizza. Rendezvous Pizza. It's a pizza like you've never had before. Eat it or take it home, no matter where you roam. Rendezvous Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Why would you call anyone else besides Randazzo's Pizzeria and Family Restaurant, 34th and Asbury Avenue in Ocean City. Open year-round, 7 days a week, offering free delivery on the whole island and to the beach. Pizza, pasta, salads, entrees, subs, paninis, and wraps. Voted best of the shore. Call 814-1600. 814-1600.
Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find. Randazzo's Pizza, the tastiest you'll find.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Get your holidays started with the perfect tree in your perfect style from the Home Depot. Whether you want something that you can assemble in a few clicks, steal the show with over 2,000 color-changing bulbs, or a tree with lights that can be controlled by remote or foot pedal. The Home Depot has it all in our huge assortment of premium trees. Plus, get free delivery on over 2 million items this holiday from the Home Depot. Subject to availability, see homedepot.com/delivery for details.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, the intern Andrew Leeds, and Nick Earnshaw here in the studio today. And I love my Volkswagen Teos. They're super sporty. The Teos, it's got great pickup, all these features, safety features. I just love my car.
I know you do.
I love my car. Listen, get up to Toms River Volkswagen and get yourself into a Teos or a Tiguan. They're sporty cars. They're nice inside. I love it.
I was gonna say it looks nice
it's
too.
It's a cool car.
It really
it's a cool
does
looking
look
car.
Yeah, we need to keep you keeping it. What is it called when you put the automatic?
The cruise control.
Yeah, cruise control. Yeah, couldn't think of it.
I didn't do that today.
No cruise control for you today.
A lot of cars on the road. Anyway, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Joel Embiid.
Joel Hans Embiid.
Well, I don't know what his goal was yesterday with that press conference, but when we're going to play the press conference and then we're going to comment on it. But I think it was sour grapes.
You do?
Yeah.
All right, let's play it.
All right, I get it. He has played hurt. I will give it to him, but that doesn't mean he's not. He's made of porcelain. He's always hurt. Yeah, what's he done for the city? He hasn't won anything.
Oh, yes,
he's poor. Hey, I'm not Nick.
Here's the thing.
He's played through injury. I will give him that. A lot of athletes do. He's not doing anything. What's he doing? I will give it to you. He's played through injury, the broken face, the palsy, the vision, the broken fingers, the knee, the ankle. I get it. But he's still made of porcelain. He's always hurt. He's always hurt.
I understand he's always hurt. He's just one of those players, right? I can understand his frustration, but the criticism has been directed at him, okay, as of late, especially over the course of the past couple of weeks. And the problem is, Joel Embiid, what he's done for the city, I understand they haven't won a title. They haven't got past
He hasn't done anything.
Yes, he has.
What's he done for us?
He made the Sixers relevant. What was the record before he started playing for them? They were 10-72. He took them out of the process and made them relevant again. So I understand.
Is that all you want? Relevancy?
You need relevancy. I mean, they were at the bottom of the barrel. They're one of the worst teams in basketball, and he's had to endure.
People are frustrated with his lack.
It shouldn't be directed at him. It should be directed at the organization. They have failed him multiple times. They've put bad players around him. They've drafted poorly. They've had bad roster construction.
That's true too. That's all true.
And wait. The injury that he just sustained in the offseason after training camp, the way it's been communicated by the organization, which is why they got fined $100,000, is because they are poorly managed, and I blame the organization. I'm not putting the onus on Joel Embiid. No way, no how.
See, I would agree with Nick here. I get people being frustrated with Embiid with all the injuries, but at the same time, it gets to a point where, like, I don't know how you can blame him again when the organization has failed him so many times, and like it's not his fault that he keeps dealing with these injuries. I mean, sometimes happens with players
he's upset, right? So he's upset that people are very critical of him. In his mind, he's done everything he could to fight through injury and play.
Yeah,
in his mind,
and I'm sure he understands.
But he doesn't need to come out and say that, and he doesn't need to come out and say it the way he did. I think he blew an opportunity.
Well, I can see what you're saying with the way that he approached it. I mean, but again, it's just constant. It's a constant thing where every time he gets hurt, people lash out at him, and I don't think
people are frustrated though.
I get that they're frustrated, but at the same time, you got to imagine how that builds up with frustration inside him as well. Because I mean, he can't really control that. There's nothing he can do with that, and I don't think
he could have come out and said it a different way yesterday. He could have come out and say, "Look, I'm as pissed as you, and you know I've been fighting. I've been doing everything I could possibly do." Instead of like he was like kind of scolding the reporters and the Sixers fans for not being with him.
I don't see the problem with it from yesterday. Why is he being the one criticized?
Do you think he did anything to endear himself to Sixers fans last night with that interview?
I don't know if it helped or hurt. It shouldn't have hurt him. I don't think it should have hurt him. I'm fine with his comments yesterday. I have no problem with it.
So he was directing all of his anger at the reporters.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't take it as much as about the fans, and then I took it directly mainly at, like he said, Marcus Hayes and the media in general.
Right.
That's why, like, as a fan myself, I didn't feel like he was attacking me. I felt like he was attacking the reporters who constantly ask him these questions.
And by the way, I sympathize with Joel Embiid. There's a lot of Sixers fans that don't. They want to move on.
Yeah.
My brother's one of them. There's several people that just want to move on from Joel because he's made of porcelain. Let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Do you think the Sixers are going to win a championship with Joel Embiid?
I think they got a much better chance of winning one with him than without him. I'll say that.
I do too.
It's not a lock. I mean, it's hard to win a championship.
That's a true statement. That's how I feel, but that's not my question.
Yeah, no, I mean,
absolutely, Billy.
All right, well, here, you guaranteed Mike Gill that the Phillies are going to win the World Series.
I said last year the next team is going to be the 76ers to win a title. If they stay healthy, that's the big if.
That's the big if.
That's the big if.
He hasn't had shown that
they can win a title.
To do that.
They can win a title. They definitely can win a title. But
I think my buddy Lou last night said get rid of Embiid.
No,
we're not.
If you get rid of Joel Embiid, you are really going down.
I'm not saying that I advocate that. What I'm saying is that he has shown a propensity to get hurt every year, and he's made of porcelain. And knowing that you're injury prone, I think he should have handled that press conference in a different way. That's all.
That's fine.
Like, I don't think he did anything to endear himself to the Sixers fans.
I don't think he hurt himself to Sixers fan. Right. I mean, he deserves to be frustrated because the team has put him in this position to go out there and be frustrated.
The team isn't the reason why he gets hurt.
Yeah, but they have communicated his injury and tried hiding stuff, and they have not put him in a position to stay healthy. Remember last year, I was so critical.
They haven't put him in a position to stay healthy.
You remember last year?
Whoa. You're saying the Sixers haven't put him in a position to stay healthy?
Yes. Because do you remember last year when they sent him out there hurt and then he made his knee worse?
How do you know that he didn't want to play through that pain?
They have to protect their player. And they don't know how to protect him. They haven't done it this year.
So are the Sixers protecting him right now?
I don't think so.
by keeping him out. You
No.
can't have it both ways, Nick. They're keeping him out. He's not playing.
The problem is
So
they
is
didn't
it the
communicate.
Sixers or is it Embiid himself?
They throughout his career they have not protected him. They haven't.
What do they do?
Until
I'm
this
not
year.
asking you, what are they doing? Are they?
I'm saying in the sense of
people are frustrated
communicating.
that he's not playing now. We're going to the game.
I'm
tonight.
not
We're gonna
talking
see him
about
play.
his injuries. I'm not talking about his injuries over his career. I'm talking about protecting him to go out there when he's talking about the injuries. They have not protected him in that sense either. That's not what
Well,
they've
how many
done.
games does he average a year, Nick?
I don't know what his average is.
55?
I would guess somewhere in the 50s
Probably
to
50s.
60s.
There's
50s,
82
like
games a
60s.
year.
So
Yeah, but,
what?
I mean,
They've done low management. I mean, for other players too. What's the problem?
And it's just when you have a player of his ability and his size, I mean, I feel like it's just a given that he's more likely to get injured. And the Sixers, I agree with Nick in the sense where the Sixers, they could have surrounded him with more talent that would have lessened the load for him. I mean,
All right,
last
well, now
year
they go out
he
and
was putting up 70 points against the Spurs because nobody else was putting up any points.
All right, but now they got Paul George.
If you were
Yeah.
to get rid of Joel Embiid, do you trust Tyrese Maxey to lead this team? Because I don't.
I mean, I don't.
He's
I
a
think
great
he's
piece.
a great
Tyrese,
piece, but I
but
love Tyrese Maxey.
he's
not
not a one.
All right, listen. Here's the deal. At the end of the day, all right, say it's only October. So just say this continues through the end of November.
He was a full participant at practice.
Right, I
by
get
the
that.
way.
But just
So-
say, just hypothetically,
Right.
which is if they go into get to the end get to the conference finals, this will all be forgotten.
I know.
Oh,
it will.
yeah.
I mean, it'll be all
Remember,
forgotten.
it's November now, but this is starting in October, November.
Right.
Got a long
So
season
we're
to
all
go.
complaining now about it, but like I told the guys last night, I told Louis and Mark, I said, guess what? In April, in May,
That's when
of
it
next
matters.
year, if they make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, this will all be forgotten.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, we've complaining for no reason.
On the other side, we're going to talk with Brian Baldinger. We'll get Baldy's breakdowns, and we'll talk to him about the Eagles. The first hour of the locker room is powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shortest center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you. With 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA, that's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, I want to tell you about La Scala's Beach House in Brigantine. It opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian, American, and seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at La Scala's. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. Go to enter, say hello to Sarah. Reagan's down there, Joe, Morgan.
Yeah, all of them.
Morgan,
All of them are down
all they're great down there. So go down there. That's ScalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. All right, when we return, we'll talk with Brian Baldinger. Listen to The Locker with Billy Schwein, Nick Earnshaw, and the intern Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Start your college football Saturday with Touchdown Radio. The undefeated third-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions host the fourth-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes at noon Eastern. Get ready for the game of the year as these two Big Ten rivals duke it out for a chance at a national championship. Join J.P. Shadrack and me, the 1992 Heisman Trophy winner Gino Toretta, for Ohio State and Penn State, Saturday at noon Eastern on this Touchdown Radio station.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee, those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning, those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
Hundreds of Volkswagens in stock and on sale. Hundreds of Mitsubishis, even 100 electric Bintelli golf carts in stock and on sale at Tom's River Auto Group. And not one a penny over sticker. Plus, Tom's River Auto has a Birds fan bonus. $500 off just for showing up in a team jersey, hat, socks, whatever. How easy is that? New or used, Tom's River's got plenty, but hurry. On sale, they're flying. Click Tom'sRiverAutoGroup.com.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Are you working out, eating healthy, and doing all the right things and still struggling to lose weight? Don't get frustrated. Get answers. You could be having difficulty because of your metabolism. Lumen is the world's first handheld metabolic coach, revealing how your diet and lifestyle fit into the bigger picture of how your body burns carbs and fat, allowing you to develop a game plan and see results. Go to lumen.me right now for 30% off. With just one breath, Lumen offers insight into what's happening with your body and promotes optimal metabolic health for easier weight management, improved energy levels, and better fitness results. Go to lumen.me today and get 30% off. Plus, listeners can get an additional 15% off by using promo code RADIO55. That's promo code RADIO55 at lumen.me to get an additional 15% off your first purchase today. LUMEN.ME, promo code RADIO55.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Tom's River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim and the intern Andrew Leeds is with us, and Nick Earnshaw. And, of course, right now, guys, as my first guest today, I love because he puts me right back in the film room. I feel like I'm back in college or high school in the film room with the coaches, breaking down the film. So if you're a casual football fan, you need to look at Baldy's breakdowns because he gives it to you like the coaching staff. He's like a coach. He's like my coach.
He's great.
Great.
I mean, I think I know my stuff, and then I watch his breakdowns, and I'm like, wow,
it's informative.
I would have never even thought about that.
Yeah, I love it. All right, let's go to the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room our good buddy. He's the analyst for the NFL Network. Actually, there's too much things. He does everything. Let's welcome into the locker room Brian Baldinger. Good morning, Baldy.
Billy, what's going on, man? Good to hear your voice, buddy. Good to be with you.
Hey, Baldy, I was looking at your trying to the way I was going to introduce you, but there's so much stuff that you're everywhere.
Well, I like being busy, Bill.
You are
busy. Hey, but listen, this weekend though. For the first weekend all year, I started off in Brazil, with the Eagles and Packers. But I've been going every weekend doing games. But I've actually got a home game this weekend. I actually got this game with the Eagles against Jacksonville. So I actually don't even have to get on a plane, go anywhere. So it's pretty nice.
Well, don't you spend a lot of time? You live in Florida too, don't you?
I go back and forth. In fact, next week, I'm doing the 49ers and Buccaneers next Sunday.
Okay.
And I have a place in Fort Lauderdale. I'm just going to drive over to Fort Lauderdale after the game. I'm just going to stay and do everything over there next week. So, yeah, it'd be nice. Nothing against being here in beautiful South Jersey.
Yeah, the weather's been great, too.
I get to look at the ocean when I'm there. So it'll be good.
Well, that's another thing, too, Baldy, because I follow you on Twitter and all the social media platforms at Baldy NFL. But your Baldy breakdowns. You also, when you're in the ocean a lot, you film yourself in the ocean a lot.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm a water guy, Bill.
You are.
I need the salt water running through me, so I'm a diver, free diver. So I'm down underneath the water whenever I can get to.
Hey, Baldy, we were saying before we brought you up how I can't tell you how much I enjoy Baldy's breakdowns, but you put me back in time, man. You put me back in the film room with the coaching staff, and that's what I love about it. It's so informative. Like for a casual NFL fan, if they want to learn about the game, the intricacies of the lineman work and stuff, all you got to do is watch Baldy breakdowns.
It's funny that you say that, Bill, because I get a lot of feedback from people saying, "Why don't you just screenshot? Why don't you get a high tech, a service where app where I could, put all the graphics on there and spot shadows and all this kind of stuff. And I have that ability to do it. It just takes a lot of time.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to a guy that Bob Papa, who actually announces the Giants game. He's a good friend of mine. He told me, don't change. Like, just do it raw. Just do it the way it is. We like it just the way it is. You don't have to go high tech. And so I literally, I'm in at NFL Films all the time. In fact, I'm heading over there today to do a couple things. But I like just put my phone and just my little Apple phone and just recording stuff, and whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of it, try to explain the game. And so that's really what you're saying, Bill, is actually the intent. I want people to feel like they're in a film set, and I'm just trying to teach you the good, the bad, the ugly of a particular play or scheme or part of the game or whatever.
But Baldy, because when you watch the game, chances are, I would say the majority of people that watch it, you're not watching what the linemen do, so you don't really. I mean, they comment on a nice block here and there, but when you break it down, you go back and forth with the projector or whatever, and you can see it and you illustrate that.
Well, there's just so much. Look, I announce games every weekend, and I don't care if it's Troy Aikman on TV or Tom Brady or whoever it is now. I mean, I did all that, and I did those TV games at Fox for 12 years, and you have like 12 seconds to explain something.
Not enough.
But you can't. The only way you can really see, if Saquon Barkley goes for 40 yards, on a breakout run, I mean, you don't really have time to see all the nuances of what made that play special. Could be a wide receiver block. It could be a good combo block. It could be anything.
Trap block.
The only way to really show that is to slow it down and kind of review it the way we normally would when we were playing.
Yeah.
Hey, Baldy, it's Nick. I got to get into the birds with you a little bit here.
Nick.
Jalen Hurts, I mean, what have you seen from the beginning of the season to now? I mean, he's played much better over the past couple of weeks. How have you seen his growth develop over the past couple of weeks?
Well, I mean, first of all, there was a couple of weeks, if you go back to, say, even if you go back to, New Orleans and Tampa, those ugly games, I mean, they were playing without A.J. Brown. And in some of those games, they were playing without Devontae Smith. I mean, those guys are difference makers. So, and they've been playing them for the last month without Dallas Goedert. I mean, those are three of their best players. So, but now that they're pretty much back to full health, the thing that's really changed is, a couple guys were really griping about how long Jalen was holding the ball, and Jalen wasn't happy with it either. And, if you look at last week, I know you guys did, against Cincinnati, and even against the Giants, they went to a lot more play-action passes.
Yeah.
And what it's done is it's really put a lot of the passing game on timing. And so Jalen right now, he's faking it to Saquon or to Gainwell, and it's really kind of freezing the linebackers. He did a lot in Cincinnati last week, and he's able to get the ball out on time, just hit his fifth step, hit his seventh step, and then hitch and throw. And now the linemen are really trusting that he's going to get rid of the ball in, probably less than 3 seconds. And last week they couldn't really get to him. They couldn't sack him. They couldn't. And so he's a lot more efficient. I think the guys are getting open quicker, and I think it's been a big part. And, they run the ball at a higher percentage right now than any other team in the league. They're running it 55% of the time.
Yeah. I saw that tweet that you put out.
Yeah. So, but that's sort of the trend in the league, Bill. So I put that out there because I've been sort of studying the trend. And all the good teams, almost every team that has a winning record or a great record, is running it more than they're throwing it right now. And so the Eagles do it more than anybody. Of course, Saquon's made a big difference, but I think it's helped Jalen. He only threw the ball 20 times last week, but he completed 16 of them, and a big touchdown to Devontae. So they were really efficient with the ball. They're not turning it over as much because they're not throwing it as much. And so I think you're going to see more of this, especially tomorrow against Jacksonville.
We're talking with Brian Baldinger from the NFL Network. You can follow him on X platform at Baldy NFL. Of course, Baldy Breakdowns. Baldy, let me ask you this question. What are you more impressed with the Eagles so far, the offense, the defense, or the coaching staff?
The coaches definitely have made a difference, and they've definitely adjusted. I mean, some of the players I know that went to Nick during the bye week after that terrible loss to Tampa voiced, some of the concerns about the offense and things they thought they could do better, and they've adjusted. So that's good. Coaches are listening to the players, but I think the offense has a chance to be, top 5 in the league before the end of the season. I mean, they're 10th right now, but they have a chance to get a lot better because Saquon's great. And, even with Fred Johnson at left tackle or Tyler Steen at right guard, I mean, they're really well-coached guys, and they're playing well up front. I think Lane's playing as well as he's ever played. He doesn't even give up a pressure in these games. And he's in his 13th year. So I think he's playing really well. So I think the offense, as long as they stay reasonably healthy, AJ and Devontae are out there, I think they have a chance to be really good.
Hey, good morning, Baldy. Andrew here. And I want to talk to you on the other side of the ball, the defense. I mean, our young guys, Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, they've looked absolutely phenomenal so far. I mean, better than expected from, right off the bat of their first season. So I just want to talk to you, what have you seen from them specifically that really jumps at you as, how they've been able to get off to such a hot start to their careers?
Well, but both of them were well scouted, and the things that you saw on tape, whether, it was at the MAC conference or, just watching Cooper at Iowa, they had a really good skill set. But I just remember being, doing the pregame show in Brazil before the first game, and we had just found out that Quinyon was going to start. We didn't really know that at the time because of some injuries and whatnot. So I thought Isaiah Rodgers was going to start during the season, and he had a little injury late in training camp. So in fact, this week somebody called me and said, let's do Coach of the Year, Offensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year, and I said Quinyon.
Wow.
I said, I know he doesn't have any interceptions, but going back to the first game defending Christian Watson in the end zone, the guy has got elite fast twitch skills. He plays the ball in the air really well. The interceptions will come, but right now he's playing at a very good level. And then Cooper, he made that play on fourth down last week, which was they were throwing it to Jamar Chase, running him across the formation, and he fouled Jamar the whole way, and then made the tackle for a 2-yard loss. It was like a takeaway. Gave the Eagles great field position. They went down and scored from that. But since they inserted him into that slot position, I think, first of all, he's a very good tackler. He's a lot bigger than Avonte Maddox. And Avante's been a good player. He's a pit bull in there. But I think Cooper just gives him size, a little more athletic ability, and better tackling ability at that position.
Hey, Baldy, to me, the defense looked like they're getting, last year, they got off that hot start, and then they faltered down the stretch, and they looked tired, they looked out of shape, they looked disinterested, they had a lot of problems. This year, the team looks like they had a slow start, and now they're getting better and better each week. They look like they're building.
I would agree with that. Now,
no?
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
Okay.
Look, Tampa went up and down the field. They were terrible against Tampa. They played Cleveland with Deshaun Watson. They were bad. The Giants, Daniel Jones was bad. But Cincinnati is what really, because Joe Burrow is having a great season, and that's a good offense, and they shut them down to 17 points. So you're keeping any team that has the firepower that Cincinnati has, and you keep them to 17 points, they're on their way. And I would say the first thing that I think happened this year was they really, because it was really very much in doubt what was going to happen at linebacker. But I think Nakobe and Zach Vaughn have done an excellent job of settling in. It's the best linebacking play they've had in at least the last 3 years.
Wow.
And so I think that's that. And then I think, they made some changes with Bryce Huff. He's still not what he was with the Jets yet, but they have a pretty good rotation up front. It won't surprise me to see them make a move here before the trade deadline on Tuesday for another defensive lineman, though.
Wow. How about that?
Yeah, I wanted to kind of bounce off that a little bit, Baldy, with the defensive line and the interior. What have you noticed with Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter? They got off to a little bit of a slow start, then they had a great game against New Orleans. What have you noticed with them as the season's progressed?
Well, Jalen is an elite talent. He should have better numbers that he has. He leads the team in 3 sacks right now. But, I saw him before the New Orleans game down the field. And his agent is Drew Rosenhaus. I've known Drew a long time. So we were all talking on the sideline. And I just said, look, Drew, if Jalen wants to get into Baldy's breakdowns, he's going to have to do a little bit more. He went out there, and he was the best defensive lineman on the field that day. He was a dominant player that day. And when he wants to, he can be. I think Jordan Davis, people don't think I like Jordan Davis. I do like Jordan Davis. But there comes a time when you have to impact the passing game. And the best defensive lineman in the league right now is Dexter Lawrence in New York. And for the first couple of years for Dexter, he didn't do much. I mean, he was a big guy in the middle of the field that didn't do much. He didn't sack the quarterback. And then he decided, he said it was a mental thing for him, the conditioning. He thought he was in good shape, but he would get tired of games, come out of the games. Now he fought through it. He fought through the mental part of it, and now he's a dominant player.
So, hey, Baldy, is it like getting mature and like becoming a pro's pro?
Yeah, well, that's part of it, Billy, for sure. But there's also a mental part where you think you're tired, and you're not really tired. You can push harder. And I don't know. I just think that's what's missing from Jordan, because I know he wants to be good. I know he's got his weight down. I know he practices hard. He does the things the right way. But he really doesn't do much in the passing game still. And he looks tired out there at times.
Yeah.
And I just think it's a mental thing. Like, you can run all the gassers you want. You have to decide if you want to stay on the field. And, on third downs, fourth quarter, when the great defensive linemen really impact the game, that's the next step for Jordan.
Wow. All right, Baldy, I don't know if you heard the beginning of our show, but I want to have you comment on it. Joel Embiid had a press conference yesterday, and he lashed out a little bit. Did you happen to hear that?
I didn't, but I know what the situation is. So I'm familiar with it.
So what do you I want to get Baldy's breakdown on this. What do you think about what Joel said?
Well, just fill me in on what he lashed out about, because I know he doesn't want, he's not going to play back-to-back games. I'm like, I heard Charles Barkley talk about this the other day, Billy. He'd be like, you play 4 days a week at the most.
Yeah.
3. Like, this is your job. They just gave you, $500 million to play. And now you're saying you can't go back-to-back games? Like, people should be on him about it. If he wants to lash out about it, fine. But, it's about, that's not being a pro going, I put him on a pitch count to start the season. I've never felt like Joel ever got himself in great shape.
Well, so yesterday at his press conference, or the other day at his press conference, he was talking about how he's done so much for the team, for the city, and he's played through this and he's played through that. He's played through the broken eye socket, the Bell's palsy, the blindness, the broken fingers. I think it wasn't necessary. Just shut up and go play.
Exactly. No, I mean, this is your job.
Right.
It's your job. Everybody plays through injuries. How many injuries did Jalen Hurts play through? He never said a word about it.
No.
His shoulder, his ankle, his knee, all the stuff that's, bothered him over the years. He never says a single word about it, but it's left us to speculate. But that's what Joel's job is to play through all of that.
Yeah.
And so we have seen that from other athletes before. And while you might think that's a terrific accomplishment, that's actually what being a pro athlete is.
I know. It's not extra special.
Your job.
Yeah. All right, Baldy, I know you're calling the game tomorrow. Are you allowed to make a pick?
Well,
what do you think? Is this a trap game for the Eagles? I
don't think so. I know they play Dallas next week in Dallas.
Yeah.
Dallas has their own issues right now. I don't feel like it is. I feel like the team feels like they're just hitting their stride right now. The last 2 years, Bill, they started off 8-0, went to a Super Bowl. Last year they went 10-0, they fell off a cliff and collapsed. This year, there's been some struggles there, but now they're on this 3-game win streak. I don't think they're overlooking Jacksonville at all. I mean, they got a home game for the first time in a couple of weeks. I think they have a chance to go play a really complete game at home in front of the fans. They haven't done that yet, Bill.
All right.
They played well against Cleveland. They lost to Atlanta at the end. This is the first time the fans are going to get a chance to see the Eagles, at home, and hopefully, listen to the fans really, get behind them right here. I don't think they're going to overlook that to think about going to Dallas next week.
All right, Baldy. We look forward to Baldy's breakdowns on Monday after the weekend of NFL football. We really appreciate you taking time. Yeah.
Listen to this. So, because it's a home game, I'm going to go over to NFL Films after the game, and I'm going to study the game when I get there. I want to post stuff for the fans and players right away, but the NFL gets mad at me if I start posting stuff before the teams start watching it. You know, so like I was doing that for a while, and I liked doing it because I knew the fans liked it.
Yeah.
But then the NFL was like, "Hey, listen, Baldy, we you know, everybody loves Baldy's breakdowns, but can you just like wait till Monday morning?" So, I'm like, all right. So I got to wait till Monday morning.
All right, one of these days, Baldy, we're going to get you at La Scala's. We do our Eagles pregame show a lot of times over at La Scala's. We had Vince Papali there last week.
I love that place.
Yeah, man. La Scala's Beach House and Brigantine. We got to get you there. All right, Brian, we got to run.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. We'll talk to you again.
All right, Billy, you got it, buddy.
All right,
See you,
there he is, Brian Baldinger, the NFL Network. He's
the best.
I love Baldy.
He's the
He's
best.
unbelievable.
He's the best,
All
definitely.
right. For the first hour of the locker room was powered by Surety Title. Surety provides comprehensive title insurance protection and professional settlement services for home buyers and sellers, real estate agents, brokers, lenders, home builders, developers, and attorneys to facilitate your real estate purchases. From the shore to center city and every place in between, Surety Title is there for you with 15 office locations in New Jersey and PA. That's Surety Title. For more information, call my good friend Ron Conklin at 856-988-8900 or give Chris Mooney a call in the Ocean City office, 609-399-1227. Now, just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. Were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month, they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your business, send an email to ken@jerseymanmagazine.com or give them a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap up hour number one. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Wake up weekday mornings from 6 to 10 a.m. with Unsportsmanlike on 97.3 ESPN with Evan Cohen, Super Bowl champion Chris Canty, and Michelle Small. Can't wake up without it. Brought to you by the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort in Atlantic City.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson & Sons for electrical, they're number one.
How would you like to go to the 2025 Masters Golf Tournament? Go to ticksforgood.org to find out how you can win the grand prize of 2 weekend passes to the 2025 Masters, as well as plenty of other awesome prizes like Masters hats, t-shirts, and foursomes to your favorite South Jersey golf courses. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win these prizes. This sweepstakes is brought to us by our friends at Shane Orthopedics and the David Scales State Farm team.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my entire family's obsessed with all things Wicked, but my kids can't stop watching the trailer, and now they're having a Wicked-themed sleepover. Do you think our internet can handle all of the streaming and memeing going on?
Well, we've engineered our Xfinity gateways to handle hundreds of devices at once, so they can all stay magically connected.
Wow. Are you a wizard?
I wish. No, just someone that won't let a bad connection burst your internet bubble.
Now through November 12th, get thrillifyingly fast 300 megabit Xfinity internet with unlimited data included for just $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Go to Xfinity.com to learn more. Keep the magic going from your screen to the big screen and see Wicked, only in theaters November 22nd. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless plan to auto restored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Currently $90 a month. Actual speeds vary.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? Getting ready for more rain and longer nights? We've got you. Right now, you can earn up to $25 in bonus rewards when you buy 2 Sylvania Silver Star Ultra bulbs and 2 Rain-X Quantum Elite wiper blades. More rewards and better visibility at America's #1 lighting destination, AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Offer valid for AutoZone Rewards members. Restrictions apply.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screams. Go to the Gallery. Go to the Fanatic Sportsbook. Go for the win at Ocean Casino Resort. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, the intern Andrew Leeds, and Nicky Earnshaw. I want to remind people, Tropicana, Atlantic City, bringing back boxing. This is a great card. Live boxing returns to the Tropicana with local favorites, Justin Figueroa and Bruce Sheldon. We had Justin Figueroa in here.
Yeah, he was great.
Met Justin, yep.
The Tropicana, Atlantic City, it returns for the third time in 2024 with a loaded card. And, of course, you can get your tickets at Atlantic City box office, Tropicana Atlantic City box office, or Ticketmaster.
Yeah.
November 16th.
It's a fun event. We went to the first one. It was exciting, that's for sure.
So get your tickets for Boxing Insider Promotions, November 16th card at the Tropicana.
At the Trop.
Get down there. Figueroa is a very charismatic.
Yes. Got a lot of energy. I follow him on Instagram. He's always posting. He's got so much energy.
By the way, we always like talking to Brian Baldinger on the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline, man.
Every time
I'm going to start calling him Coach.
Coach Baldy?
Coach Baldy.
Well, how about him? Like,
you know what we should ask him? Would he ever be interested in being a coach?
Oh.
We didn't ask him that.
Yeah.
That would be
next time.
interesting. Yeah.
We'll get him at Las Scalas and ask him. How about that?
Yeah.
He said he loves the Scalas.
Yeah.
Baldy's a local guy.
Yes.
So go to X platform at Baldy NFL.
Yep.
Catch Baldy's breakdowns. All right.
And not till Monday.
Not till Monday. The NFL get mad at him. All right, on the other side, Mr. Negadelphia by Galloway Pool Service, sponsored by Galloway Pool Service. And in our news segment from the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township, our high school players of the athlete, players of the week in Spotlight with Fran McLaughlin. Locker Room with Billy Schwein right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles host the Jacksonville Jaguars in Week 9 of the 2024 season tomorrow afternoon.
And he's brought down for a loss by the Gene. And the Eagles take over on down.
Listen to all the action with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick with pregame coverage starting at 3 p.m. and kickoff at 4 p.m. This is the play-by-play home of the Philadelphia Eagles, 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's Eagles station.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. I've helped many guys with ED in my 12 years of practice. But now you can get world-class care for ED 100% online by going to hims.com. So what are you waiting for?
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my entire family's obsessed with all things Wicked, but my kids can't stop watching the trailer, and now they're having a Wicked-themed sleepover. Do you think our internet can handle all of the streaming and memeing going on?
Well, we've engineered our Xfinity gateways to handle hundreds of devices at once, so they can all stay magically connected.
Wow. Are you a wizard?
I wish. No, just someone that won't let a bad connection burst your internet bubble.
Now through November 12th, get Thrillifyingly fast 300 megabit Xfinity internet with unlimited data included for just $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Go to Xfinity.com to learn more. Keep the magic going from your screen to the big screen. And see Wicked, only in theaters November 22nd. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless plan to auto stored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Currently $90 a month. Actual speeds vary.
It's common knowledge that after age 30, our metabolism changes. We have less energy and gain weight easier. There's a way to feel better, not in years or months, but sometimes in just days.
I'm Chuck Norris. I tried everything. Working with a team of health experts, we came up with Morning Kick. Morning Kick is a revolutionary new formula that combines all my favorite supplements into one daily drink.
Morning Kick has probiotics to help you lose weight, prebiotics for digestion, superfoods for muscles and joints, and powerful anti-aging supplements. It'll help you feel youthful, energized, and helps manage stress.
I look and feel better than I have in years.
Go to roundhouseprovisions.com, use code SUPPORT, or text SUPPORT to 511-511 and claim 40% off. Roundhouseprovisions.com, code SUPPORT.
Every purchase comes with our 90-day money-back guarantee. You could be feeling these changes within just a couple of days.
Text SUPPORT to 511-511.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Tax fees may apply.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusion supply.
South Jersey's official play-by-play home of the Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers.
At 0 point would I ever consider not being a fan of the team.
97.3 ESPN, WENJ, WENJ HD, Millville, Atlantic City. A Town Square media station serving all of South Jersey.
Welcome to the locker room.
Vince Papali, welcome to the locker room.
I can smell it already, Billy.
Von Hayes, welcome to the locker room with Billy Schwein.
Yeah, hey, Billy, how you doing out there?
Rich Gannon, welcome to the locker room, Rich.
Thanks, guys. It's great to be with you.
Great Bob McElwee, NFL referee.
Hey, Bill, how you doing?
Craig Berube. Craig, welcome to the locker room.
All right, thanks, Billy.
We have the real Pat Croce in the locker room.
Off the bench, Coach.
And now here's your host, Billy Schwein.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schwein, the intern Andrew Leeds, and Nicky Earnshaw producing and co-hosting. And he's got his, they're wearing Kelly Green tomorrow.
They are. It's the Kelly Green week.
They're honoring Shady McCoy.
He's got it on too.
His
And
Eagles.
I like Andrew's.
Look,
Like,
you
crew neck.
got the Buddy Ryan hat on.
I do.
Like.
I do. Yo, I went. I went to the Jets game on Thursday night.
I saw
you
that.
did?
I saw that.
I
You were
did.
in the nosebleeds like you.
You did?
I went to Thursday night football.
I love his enthusiasm.
Last second, and I wore an Eagles hat.
Who did you go with?
I went with a couple of my buddies. A buddy texted me during Knicks Nuggets, texted me. All right. And was like, "Hey, $8 tickets at
$8 for the Jets game?
$8 for the Jets game."
Boy, they stink, don't
Yeah,
they?
the way
They
were
won.
playing.
I know.
They
What
won.
about Aaron Rodgers?
Oh.
Man? He's like,
They did win, and you saw the catch of the year. Probably Garrett Wilson made a fantastic catch.
that was
But
enough.
we were up in the nosebleeds, had a great time.
well, it wasn't cold.
No, it was great. It was beautiful.
Yeah, it was
And
beautiful.
there was fans of all teams there. It was crazy.
Really?
Saw a bunch. I started an Eagles chant, by the way. I did my job.
Well, now it's time for our Mr. Negadelphia segment, brought to you by Galloway Pool Service in Galloway. Not happy with your pool, people? Call Galloway Pool Service, 609-204-6939. They've been in business for over 30 years, covering all of South Jersey. Ask for Dragon. Tell them the boys sent you from the locker room, and that's Galloway Pool Service, 609-204-6939. Let's go to the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room Mr. Negadelphia, P.J. Corda. Good morning, P.J.
Good morning, boys. How are you?
Hey, first of all, before we start this fun segment, we want to thank you for hooking the locker room crew up with tickets to the Sixers game tonight.
Oh, yeah, no, man, enjoy. Hopefully they get their second win, you know?
Second win. Did they even get their first one?
Yeah, they had their first one.
They have won before. They've won one. They did.
So while we're speaking with you, Nick, he's breaking your stones a little bit. He put your picture up when you're fly fishing with those glasses. You look like a bug.
Yeah. Well, no, they're special glasses so you can see in the river, man.
Hey, what did you make of Joel Embiid's press conference? Did you get to hear any of that?
I did. I heard it, and then I heard it again on your show, which is unfortunate because then I had to listen to him twice. Yeah, no, it's a disgrace. I mean, I don't understand where he doesn't feel the obligation to be healthy and to play all the time, and he acts like he's doing us like this service by him playing sometimes. It's dude, yeah, that's unbelievable. The contracts can't be written this way. He's got to have some kind of consequence for not playing it.
But this is where we are. This way, I get a problem with Nicky and Andrew Leeds here, the intern. They're like the modern athlete. They're like soft. Like even Brian Baldinger just said it. Guys are getting paid millions of dollars. Play the game and shut up and play.
That's right, and you said it right there. Balt said it the same way. You should shut up and play. And the other thing is that I think there's a lot of guys around like Nick that we could probably trade a beat to. You know what I'm saying? There's other guys that think that he's good. So I think we should trade him before he loses all his value. You know what I'm saying?
See, I don't know where I stand now, but I got to disagree with you a little bit, only because I'm a little skeptical. I don't think I think you got a better shot with winning with what did it say? One bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. Like, what you got with Joel Embiid. I'd rather live and die with him and try to win one with him than you get rid of him. You don't know what you're going to get.
We don't know what we're going to get, but I got to tell you, at some point we're going to take a shot here because as the years go on and we don't win a championship, so he's not getting better over the years. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we got to make something happen here. You know what I mean?
I got to push back.
A mandatory dietitian for next.
I got to push back here, PJ. I got to push back on your negativity today. I got to push back on the Schweiner over here. We're not trading Joel Embiid. Do you want to go back into the gutter of the Eastern Conference if you trade Joel Embiid? That's what's going to happen if you do that.
No. I'm not saying. Listen, I know he brought us some value of us going from only winning 10 games a season. Yes, I think
he brought us to relevancy.
Relevancy. We don't want just relevancy. We want a championship.
All right, he's still playing. He's still in the midst of his prime.
Let me ask you this: can you name the two teams that were in the quarterfinals last year? Because nobody cares. Nobody cares. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't do us any good getting almost there every year. It doesn't help.
We're almost there.
The Celtics and Pacers.
You're halfway there. Living on a prayer.
Well, I'm not but the problem is he's getting all the criticism directed at him. It should be directed at the organization, not him. That's my whole argument.
He's the one that just signed an extension, PJ, for $193 million for 3 years.
I mean, what are the expectations here, right? I think that's where it lies. It's like his expectations to the fans of what he's trying to deliver. He thinks he's doing a great job. He thinks he's doing everything he can. He says, there's no problems with what I'm doing. You guys should be happy with my work ethic.
Look what he's done. What he's done for the city. What's he done for the city?
See, I think my issue with the whole situation, with the hate that Embiid's been getting, I do get where the frustration comes from. But at the same time, he does bring up a point where, like, he has been trying, every time he's gotten injured in the playoffs, he does play through it. He's never missed any time in the playoffs besides when, like, his face was actually broken and he wasn't allowed to play yet. But, I mean, he does put his body through it when it matters most. I mean, it's not like he does. I know he said he's not going to play back-to-backs, but who cares about back-to-backs in November when we're talking about the playoffs? So that's why I do understand his frustration is when it comes to playoff time, he does always do his best effort to play through all the injuries. I get being mad at him for being injured, but at the same time, how can you blame him for the injuries themselves?
Well, I mean, I think part of it is that I'm just going to say this out front. I mean, like, some of these guys in the NBA are there because they worked really hard to find their skills. Other guys are there because of their natural born talent. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I feel like he didn't have that work ethic to get there, which is why we don't see it. You know what I mean? We don't see that because it's not him. That's not who he is. You know what I mean?
We're talking with Mr. Negadelphia, PJ Court, as we do each and every Saturday, sponsored by Galloway Pool Service. Let's talk about the Birds. Are we a legitimate Super Bowl contender now?
Oh, man. I mean, we beat up on a couple of weak links here.
Hey, man, you got to play. You got to play.
No, it is. And we got another one coming this week. It's like we're not going to get a badge of honor for beating the Jaguars. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, it's tough, you know what I'm saying? Because we're not real. I feel like we're getting stuff together, but at the same time, we're not playing anybody that I feel like tests our abilities either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if they beat the Jaguars, they'll be 6-2, and they'll be they'll be in a great position.
Yeah, no, I mean, listen, like I said, we got some wins under our belt because I think that, the teams that we're going against don't have it together either. But, I mean, even going in the next week with Dallas, they're falling apart too. So I don't know. You know what I mean? It's kind of the toilet bowl over here in the NFC East. So.
By the way, the Commanders, man, they've scored 236 points this year in 8 games. We're the closest. The Eagles are next at once. This is in the NFC East. We're next at 171. So there's a big disparity between. Like they're really racking them up, man.
Yeah. That rookie's good, man. I mean, they look good. Dude,
Are they better than the Eagles, PJ?
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. I mean, I don't know if I commit to anything just yet, but we're gonna find out soon, Nick.
All right, Mr. Negadelphia, anything else you want to leave us before we let you go? Anything else you want to say about the Philadelphia sports scene?
No, I think everything's good. I mean, I'd like to see, us talk more about the Flyers next week just because, that's something we should track and follow, and they have been all over the place as far as consistency.
Well, they
got a couple of wins. But, I mean, it's like they didn't do anything different. Nothing play changers. There hasn't been any adjustments, but we definitely got to talk a little bit about that next week for sure.
All right, the Flyers are 4-6-1, and they play the Bruins today at 1:05 at the Wells Fargo. They shut out the Bruins first time in like 11 years. So I mean, they're playing.
Talk about these inconsistencies. Some they have moments of greatness here. You know what I mean?
It isn't easy.
It isn't. No. It's tough out there.
All right, Mr. Listen, we want to thank you so much for sending the locker room crew to the Sixers game tonight. We really appreciate you and look forward to hopefully getting you up here soon and hanging out with you.
Absolutely, boys. Enjoy the game, and we'll be going to more Philly games soon, I'm sure.
All right. There he is, Mr. Negadelphia, PJ Corder. It's sponsored by Galloway Pool Service. Not happy with your pool, people? Call Galloway Pool Service, 609-204-6939. They've been in business for over 30 years, covering all of South Jersey. Ask for Dragon. Tell them the boys from the locker room sent you. That's the Galloway Pool Service, 609-204-6939. Mr. Negadelphia.
My goodness.
It doesn't surprise. Yeah, it never surprises me.
That might have been the best segment he's ever done. Yeah, he was awesome.
He was
Now,
guns
look,
blazing.
People see that? Baldy, me, and Negadelphia.
We're all on the same page.
We're all on the same page with this Embiid press.
We have a comment from the disgruntled Jets fan, 'cause we brought up the Jets. 8 sacks on Halloween night. Last 2 meetings against Houston. This defense has a total of 12 sacks, 17 hits on Stroud. Jets improve all time, 8-3 against Houston. So yeah, I got to see that live. Disgruntled Jets fan. It was interesting to say the least. Hey, I don't know what they got going on up there in New York. There's nothing like Philadelphia. We're such a better fan base.
We got a better fan
100%.
base. All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party? Preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. That's the Circle Liquor Store at Summers Point. When you get down there, say hello to Jason, Will, Chet, the whole crew. They do a great job. I want to tell you about John A. McCann and Associates. For all your real estate appraisal needs, call John A. McCann and Associates, 609-263-7422. Whether commercial or residential properties, for estate, tax, or financial planning, divorce, or financing and more, the professionals at John A. McCann and Associates are licensed and ready to assist you. Give them a call right now. Give them a call today, 609-263-7422. When you give them a call, say hello to Norma for me. All right, when we return, we'll continue with more here in the locker room with Billy Schwein, the intern Andrew Leeds, and Nick Earnshaw right here on 97.3 ESPN.
It's Sixers basketball tonight on 97.3 ESPN with the voice of the Sixers, Tom McGinnis, calling all the exciting play-by-play action.
Maxey for three, outside left, bullseye. He puts it in. A crossover dribble on McBride, and he pours in a triple.
It's Sixers Grizzlies tonight. Coverage begins at 7:30. It's Sixers basketball all season long on South Jersey's radio home for Philadelphia 76ers basketball. 97.3 ESPN.
Ocean City's real estate market is red hot, and you need an agent that has the knowledge and expertise to help. Contact Ocean City's top agent, Mark Grimes. Mark has been selling real estate for 30 years in South Jersey. He can answer all your real estate questions and find you the perfect property. He's available anytime on his cell at 609-425-2042. When Philadelphia star athletes are looking for a house at the beach, they contact Mark Grimes, specializing in buying and selling vacation homes, single-family homes, condominiums, and duplexes, residential and commercial, as well as new construction projects or investment opportunities. Mark Grimes, he's your agent at the beach. Give him a call right now, 609-425-2042, or check out his website at grimes.com. Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Hi, this is ex-Philadelphia Eagles tight end Ken Dunnick, and I'm the current publisher of Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine, and I'm asking you to become a Camden County police officer and help make our city a better place to live. The Camden County Police Department is now hiring for sworn officers who are going to make a difference in our community. The first year's salary for the position is $51,000. So join the effort today to be part of something bigger than yourself. Visit CamdenCountyPD.org to apply online. That's CamdenCountyPD.org. Thank you.
Introducing the new Swiffer Power Mop, the all-in-one tool that gives you a mop and bucket clean in half the time. The solution's built right in, so no heavy bucket, and the pad has hundreds of scrubbing strips to get deep into grout. Don't mop harder, mop smarter.
Switch for Power Mop. Switch for Power Mop. O'Reilly.
You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Go to get your game on at the Gallery Bar Book and Games at Ocean Casino Resort. Cheers your favorite drinks while cheering on your favorite team. Get in on the parlay while in the middle of a party. Go for the sports scene and go for the endless screams. Go to the Gallery. Go to the Fanatic Sportsbook. Go for the win at Ocean Casino Resort. For more information, visit theoceanac.com. Must be 21 or older to wager or consume alcohol. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim and Nick Earnshaw and the intern Andrew Leeds. Want to remind people at the bottom of the hour, we're going to do our high school players in the spotlight, our new segment, courtesy of Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Fran McLaughlin will give us the report each and every Saturday through the rest of the school year. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be great. Scholastic athletes in the spotlight. Players in the spotlight. All right. Boy, you're getting ripped on some text messages.
Yeah, I'm getting ripped. I know what's new. What else is new?
You young kids, you
love it.
woke young kids. It's like, you know, everybody gets a trophy. And,
whoa. I'm listen. Hey,
you heard Baldy. You heard. I guarantee anybody that's ever played like college football and up and you know, professional athletes, they're not going to. You're paid to play, and you play hurt.
The problem is
part of the deal.
I understand that. I'm saying the criticism is way over the top for Embiid right now. That's all I'm saying. But I'll read a couple of the messages. Mr. Negadelphia is totally right. Nick is dead wrong. I like Joel Embiid, but he's not a winner. And when the rest of his teammates see what he says, he's not a leader. He will never win in Philadelphia. Get rid of them now while you're still worth something.
See that?
I like how I'm kind of
no name.
I was going to say, why
I'm
is he
kind of
escaping
escaping the fire. I think because I'm not. I'm not as
because you were
loud
walking
about
on the
it.
fence. I can see his point. I can also see your point.
Well, no. Here's the thing. I get.
Hooray, I'm for the other team.
I get where the frustration is coming from, but I do agree that it's not Embiid's fault and that I agree with what Embiid is saying at the end of the day. Because again, I don't think he's coming at the fans who are upset that he's hurt all
More
the time.
the media.
I think it's more specifically at the reporter who.
Well, wait a minute. It's not his fault that he's porcelain. Obviously, I mean, you can't help that the fact that he's injury prone. But the fact is, don't sit there and lecture us like you've done all this for the city and you haven't done anything. You haven't won anything. When you am I wrong? That's the way I took it. When you say I've done so much for the city.
My problem.
Are you talking about wins and losses, or you're talking about championships? No, he hasn't done anything.
Well, my problem with it is that it's the fact that he's getting his heart is getting called into question, like his wanting to play is getting called into question, and he's proved time and time again, like he mentioned with the injuries, he does want to play.
I agree with. No, that's where I agree with you guys. He has played through pain. He has played through injury. There's no question about it.
And I think,
but that's not the point of my argument.
I get and I think when he's saying that so much he's done for the city, I think he knows deep down, he hasn't won a championship. I don't think he's talking about success when it comes to that. I think he's talking about he's done too much, as in he has proven that he wants to play through injuries enough where that shouldn't be a question about his character anymore. And like PJ said, like maybe the conditioning is his issue, maybe like the fact that the injuries, I get that, but I don't think it's a matter of him wanting to play through the injuries.
Especially when he went to the Olympics. I mean, people said, "Oh no, he shouldn't do that." And this is the reason why. I mean,
maybe they had a point.
But the organization shouldn't have hid that he had inflammation in his left knee. They shouldn't have hid that from the public, and they could have just came out and said, yeah, he's got inflammation in his left knee. We want to keep him out. And they would have avoided all of this. They wouldn't be in this
Sixers just got fined by the NBA.
Because of how stupid they've been with communicating the injury stuff.
Gotta be able to communicate.
They put Embiid out there, and he's saying all this stuff. I mean, this has turned into an absolute crap show, like, at this point. Like, I don't understand how they let it get to this was a simple fix. People are going to be a little upset that, hey, his knee is a little bit inflamed and it's a little bit banged up, so we want to keep him out for a little bit. That's fine. You could get past that for a little while instead of turning into this big thing, trying to hide his injury and not tell the public and be weird about it. He's going to miss back-to-backs, whatever. I mean, they could have communicated this so much better, and they would have avoided all this. And B wouldn't be so frustrated. He wouldn't be taking the criticism that he's taken from fans and media at this point. The team should be getting all of the blame right now. I'm done.
Got another text here?
I'm done. We do. Bill, I'll catch my breath in a second. Bill, this team gets me fired up. You know that. Bill from OC. First thing is, I'm pretty sure the team is the one holding him out. They're the ones paying him. Well, yeah, obviously. Obviously they are.
All right.
At this point.
I think that is an important thing to note, is that I get what he's saying. Like, it's not Embiid right now who is saying, I don't want to play, I want to rest up. The team is, for the best interest of his health and his longevity, they're telling him to sit right now.
This is all academic. You realize that. Because if they hold him out until, say, December, Christmas, when the season really starts, right?
I have no problem with it.
And then they go on to get into the conference final, this will all be forgotten.
We can't have it both ways. We can't say, oh, he's not playing, and then we can't say, oh, well, he's playing through his injury. I mean, what do you want from him? What do you want from him?
The only people that I care about right now are the fans and paying. Like I said, I wouldn't pay money to go see the Sixers right now.
Because you're going for free.
I'm going for free. PJ picked up the bill. I'm going. Free food, free drinks.
Yeah, that's the main thing that also.
I'm not going to waste my money, Andrew, if Paul George and Embiid aren't playing. Why would I pay money?
And that's what gets me the most angered about the organization, the way they handled this. Because at this point, we know that they're not playing, like they haven't played at all yet. But going into opening night, there was like no rumbling, no inkling that those guys weren't going to play going into opening night. And then the day before, all of a sudden, they're both ruled out.
I don't understand.
What is that?
This organization.
All right, let's turn over. Let's transfer. Let's
talk
a little flyer.
Stop being negative. It's been 24 minutes, and we've been negative for 24 minutes.
Mr. Negadelphia's intro this whole hour.
Jeez.
One thing, being a hockey guy, I look at the plus minus for the Flyers, and there's just entirely too many people. We don't have one player that's a plus, not one.
Yeah, we're
All
staying
right?
negative, aren't we?
Well, I mean, you look at Morgan Frost, he's a minus 11.
Yeah, I mean, you got to be better than
Connecting's
that.
a minus 7. We got Tippett's a minus 8. Drysdale's a minus 9.
He's got the readers on. He's going down the
Zabola,
line.
minus
Yeah.
10.
Got the readers on.
No,
I
it's
mean,
not great. I mean,
you
again, they got a couple wins. You got to hope that they can build this into a streak, get some more momentum going. It's been not a great start.
Listen, they've won 3 of 4, Billy.
I
They've
know.
won 3 of 4.
I got it.
It's all right. It's
And
early.
listen, Urson looks like he's turned a corner. It looks like he's playing
Remember.
a lot better.
Remember, it's November. It's November.
I know.
Same thing with it applies with the Flyers and the Sixers. It's November. It's a lot of
All right,
games.
ready for this? I'm going to ask you one quick question. Who's the next Philly team to win the championship?
76ers.
What?
Yeah.
I
The
would love
the
for that
Eagles
to be
going.
true.
The Eagles could possibly be 6-2 at the end of
76ers.
and you're going to say the Sixers? You're crazy.
Yeah.
When they're healthy.
Come
trust
on,
me.
call. Let me see what he's going to call him out there, Andrew.
No, I mean, I think that's a
Let's
bit
see you two
premature.
youngsters go at it. I want to see some.
I think that's premature.
Drop the gloves, Andrew.
Yeah, let's go, Andrew.
It's premature. To we still
Talk
haven't even
dynasty.
seen- Oh God,
He's awake today. Andrew's awake today.
Yeah, we still.
Did you hear what he just said?
I mean, we still haven't even seen Paul George and Embiid play together.
Sixers.
I would love for that to be true. Don't get me wrong. I would love for the Sixers. It's
Got a better
obviously
chance of seeing God.
because I mean, you look at the 4 teams in Philadelphia right now. I think the Flyers are obviously the weakest link. They're too young. I think they're still a year or two away for sure.
I'd say the next team, if you're looking at all the statistics and standings right now, I see the next team that's going to win a championship would have to be the Eagles.
I agree with that. I think the Eagles, the Phillies, this year's just left such a sour taste in my mouth. Ring the bell. I like,
right?
Yeah, the
Eagles.
Philly. Going into a month ago, I probably would have said the Phillies, but the way that the Eagles have now turned the corner.
Wait, Nick told us they were going to win a World Series
Listen,
too.
you guys
Yeah.
are living
Matter of fact,
in
you
the now.
got to bring Mike Gill a bunch
I
of chicken
said,
wings
today I'm going to bring him over. Listen, I know how much turmoil the Sixers are going through, but when they are healthy, they're going to look really good because I think they have the depth that this team needs, and the way their style of play will be when Paul George and Embiid are on the floor. I'm just saying, they keep them healthy.
I agree with what you're saying. I like the depth.
Call me crazy now. It's fine.
But we've
crazy,
still,
Nick.
We've still yet to see a single minute of it, Paul George on
I don't
this
need
team
to.
on the. You're that convinced?
I'm that convinced.
I mean, I do like the depth. Caleb Martin. I think they can compete, but I think it's the Eagles far and away.
Yeah,
I mean, the
think
way
right now. I mean, you ask me right now. To me, it's the Eagles.
I'm looking at it's what currently 11/27 on November 2nd, 2024. We still have to go into a new year.
The Sixers are 1-4, and Embiid and Paul George have yet to play a game.
And they're going to win a championship, courtesy of Nick
Hey.
Earnshaw.
Fine.
I will
I'll be in the
complain.
nosebleeds when
I
they
wanna tell
get
you-
there.
Listen, the Tropicana Atlantic City Boxing Insider Promotions, November 16th. They got another card. It's an outstanding card. Tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster. There's no place like AC and the Tropicana showroom to watch live boxing. Get down to the Ticketmaster or the Tropicana box office. Justin Figueroa is going to be there November 16th fighting Bruce Sheldon Jr., so it's going to be a great card. Larry Goldberg.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one.
Everybody.
It's gonna be a fun one.
All right. For over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark. With a friendly staff, it's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City, with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor of the second hour of the locker with Billy Schweim. Throwing a party, preparing for the big game? Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. They deliver. Go down there and say hello to Will and Jason and Chet. Tell them the locker room said hello. All right. I want to tell you about Lascala's. We love Lascala's Beach House. It opened last summer to rave reviews. It's your home away from home for a large selection of Italian-American seafood favorites, just like your grandmom used to make. Plus, you heard Brian Baldinger. He said he loves Lascala's.
Big Lascala's fan.
Yeah, man, he
Vince
knows good
Papale
food.
was a big Lascala's fan.
Yeah, Vince loved it. So get down to Lascala's. You'll love their famous pizza, their daily specials, and their game day menu. Eat in or take out at Lascala's. They're located at 1400 Ocean Avenue in Brigantine. That's LascalasBeachHouse.com. Let's eat. When we return, it'll be our new segment, high school players in the spotlight, brought to you by Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Nick Earnshaw, and the intern Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
This is South Jersey's official home for Philadelphia Eagles football. The Eagles host the Jacksonville Jaguars in Week 9 of the 2024 season tomorrow afternoon.
And he's brought down for a loss by the Gene. And the Eagles take over on down.
Listen to all the action with Merrill Reese and Mike Quick with pregame coverage starting at 3 p.m. and kickoff at 4 p.m. This is the play-by-play home of the Philadelphia Eagles, 97.3 ESPN, South Jersey's Eagles station.
Train presents The Unstoppables. Those captains of comfort, those gargantuans of the guarantee. Those satisfaction savants who persevere perilously beyond probability as the raconteurs of reliability. Here's to Train's heralded heroes of heating and air conditioning. Those comfort kings with a tireless tenacity for total turnaround. The Train Comfort Specialists. Just one more reason why it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Joe Lenigan, owner of Lenigan Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call us today for your free Train system quote at 609-399-1200 or online at ocnjplumber.com. And please don't forget to ask for the military and senior discount.
How would you like to go to the 2025 Masters Golf Tournament? Go to ticksforgood.org to find out how you can win the grand prize of 2 weekend passes to the 2025 Masters, as well as plenty of other awesome prizes like Masters hats, t-shirts, and foursomes to your favorite South Jersey golf courses. Go to ticksforgood.org to learn how you can win these prizes. This sweepstakes is brought to us by our friends at Shane Orthopedics and the David Scales State Farm team.
Hear that? The relaxing sound of ambient music in a yoga class. And if you were here, you'd listen to 15 people taking a deep breath and sing. But you're not here. Your self-care happens out on the road, riding your motorcycle protected by Progressive. So if you ride, get a quote today and see if you could save with Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer, and find inner peace with a different pose called Palms on Handlebars. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states. It's common knowledge that after age 30, our metabolism changes. We have less energy and gain weight easier. There's a way to feel better, not in years or months, but sometimes in just days.
I'm Chuck Norris. I tried everything. Working with a team of health experts, we came up with Morning Kick. Morning Kick is a revolutionary new formula that combines all my favorite supplements into one daily drink.
Morning Kick has probiotics to help you lose weight, prebiotics for digestion, superfoods for muscles and joints, and powerful anti-aging supplements. It'll help you feel youthful, energized, and helps manage stress.
I look and feel better than I have in years.
Go to roundhouseprovisions.com, use code SUPPORT or text SUPPORT to 511-511 and claim 40% off. roundhouseprovisions.com, code SUPPORT.
Every purchase comes with our 90-day money-back guarantee. You could be feeling these changes within just a couple of days.
Text SUPPORT to 511-511.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Tax fees may apply.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
Turn my mic on, wait.
Hey, Fran, how are you?
Are we back yet?
I'm good. I'm going to get you right up, okay?
You better. All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio in Northfield. Billy Schwein, the intern Andrew Leeds, and Nicky Earnshaw. And we're having a spirited show today. We're having a lot of fun exposing Nick for the you're a big fan, Nick.
I know.
You sit in the nosebleeds. You think the Phillies were, even though the Phillies were, I knew they had problems. You were like, nah, they're going to the World Series. You had faith in them, and now you think the Sixers are going to be the first team to win that.
Out of all of them, yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I think so.
All right.
That's what's going to happen.
All right, guys. Starting today and every Saturday throughout the rest of the school season, we're going to go to do our high school players in the spotlight, sponsored by Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Each week, Fran McLaughlin, owner of the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township, will highlight a male and female high school athlete for their outstanding achievement in high school sports. So now it's time to go to the Tom's River Volkswagen Sports Hotline and welcome into the locker room from the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township, our good buddy Fran McLaughlin. Good morning, Fran.
Hey, Billy, how's it going?
All right, man. Now, Fran, I know like high school sports is huge, and I kind of wish we started this segment at the beginning of the school season, but it's better late than never. And I like this concept because, you know, we need to shed more light on high school sports.
Yeah, as a former high school coach in PA for 20 years, I got to the summer this time, and it's always a nostalgic time of year for me when fall camp started. And I started to do something with the high schools in the store. I'm happy we can kind of partner with you and now get it on the radio in your show.
Now, last night there were several playoff games, football playoff games. The playoffs have started, so give us a rundown on who were some of the games and some of the scores from last night.
Yeah, so it was a great night for our local schools. Actually, took my wife to date night over at Albany Avenue. That's who, she loved it. We don't get out of the pretzel factory much, and that's where I take her. But yeah, so we went over to Albany Avenue. Atlantic City High School has really got a really good team this year, and they played Eastern in the first round of the Central Jersey Group 5 playoffs. They'd beaten Eastern a couple weeks ago, and last night it was more of the same offense. It was a Peaky and Ice Cup show. If people who don't know, Kawan Peaky Roseboro is the quarterback, and Sinai Ice Cup DeGraffenry is their wide receiver. He's actually headed to Rutgers. They've been putting up monster numbers. The last time these two teams met, Peaky had 393 yards passing, which was a school record in Atlantic City. Last night, they ran the ball 7 straight times to start the game, threw an interception, and then they went to the air. Threw for 6 touchdowns, 5 of which went to Ice Cup to Graffenried in a 47-15 victory. They're just fun to watch. It's like watching a video game.
I saw them earlier in the season at the battle at the beach. Early from it was their first game. I get to see them there. And then did you also check out what Mainland played last night, right?
Yeah, Mainland played. Another big game for them. They defeated Barnegat. Barnegat jumped out 7-0, and Mainland ran off the next 49 points. Some big nights, historic nights. Junior quarterback John Franchini broke the school record for career touchdowns with his 48th touchdown. Wide receiver Jake Blum set the single-season Mainland record for receiving yardage last night. Several other players had great nights as well, so they're going to be moving on again. And then some other local scores of note that are important. Ocean City moves on with a 42-34 win over Allentown. And Cedar Creek beat Triton 39-14. So a real good night on in football. And even the week started on Thursday. Egg Harbor Township closed out their season with a 45-20 victory over Vineland. Notable because it was only the second winning season in the last 14 years. And this is an exciting team to watch in the future. You got 2 sophomore twins, Xavier and Maximus Kachi. Xavier's a quarterback. He accounted for 6 touchdowns on Thursday night. And Maximus, the tight end, fullback, and linebacker, he actually leads all South Jersey players in tackles right now. So good stuff coming out of there as well.
And, of course, there's all kind of scholastic sports going on. You got cross country, you got soccer, girls soccer, volleyball. And we're going to be, every week, you're going to be picking 2 high school players in the spotlight, and you're going to give them a certificate, right?
Yeah, so they get a certificate. They get 25 hours of gift certificates to the Pretzel Factory, and they get a free pretzel coupon for themselves, their coaches, and their teammates good at the Philly Pretzel Factory.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome, Fran. That's awesome. You got something to play for.
Yeah.
All right, Fran.
Actually, before we get to those, I do want to mention cross country. I don't want to leave it in the lurch, especially since I was a cross country coach. Big one going on. It should be an epic showdown in Green Park. Probably the gun's going off right about now. You got two seniors, Maeve Smith of Ocean City, Sophia Day of Mainland. Sophia Day has won 4 straight Atlantic County individual cross-country titles, 3 Cape Atlantic titles. She finished second last year at the sectionals to Maeve Smith. So Smith is going to Nova next year, going to Vanderbilt, and they're going to go at it today, which should be just a great meet. Ocean City boys and girls are favored in both of those meets.
That's awesome. All right, now it's time. Now it's time for the locker room and the Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township high school players in the spotlight.
All right, for the week ending October 27th, we'll start on the girls' side. We've chosen Cassandra Hughes, Absegami High School tennis. A senior, Cassandra's a 4-year varsity performer. She recently won her 60th career match and finished her 4-year varsity stint with an astonishing 66 victories in singles play. Last week, she advanced to the Final 8 in the Group 3 tournament and was subsequently named first team Group 3 South Jersey All-Star for those efforts. In addition to tennis, Hughes dances and also plays varsity golf for Absegami.
Wow.
She's not real sure about her college plans yet, but it's quite possible she's following her sister Olivia's footsteps. Olivia is a 2023 graduate and tennis standout in her own right for the Braves, and she currently plays for the top club tennis team at the University of Alabama. So great job, great career, and congratulations to Cassandra. And we'll be getting her certificate and goodies out to her. And all the certificates, we have a copy hanging in the store, so if you want to stop by Tilton Road, you can always check these out.
All right, who's the male recipient of the high school player in the spotlight?
On the boys' side, we're going to go down the road here to Mainland Regional High School. Soccer player David O'Donnell. David's a junior forward. He's a 2-year starter. He recently capped a 5-game goal-scoring streak with 2 goals and an assist in a 3-1 win over Cedar Creek on October 27th. O'Donnell's got 11 goals, 13 assists for the Mustangs this year. They feature a pretty balanced attack. They have a few goal scorers as they head into the South Jersey Group 3 tourney action this Tuesday against 8-seeded Timber Creek. So, again, congratulations to David, his teammates, and good luck in the upcoming tourney.
All right. Fran, we really appreciate you. We look forward to this segment each and every Saturday. High school players in the spotlight, sponsored by Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Thanks, Fran, and we'll talk to you next Saturday.
All right, sounds good. Hey, before I go, do you want my prediction on the Eagles game tomorrow?
Yeah, give us a prediction, Fran.
I'm going to go Birds 31-16. And if everybody out there feels the same way I do, if they download the Philly Pretzel Factory app, when the Birds win, the next day you win.
Oh, great.
Special promo the day after Eagles victories. If you buy 5 pretzels, you get 5 free. You just need to download the app the day before. So,
nice.
That's awesome.
I love that, Fran.
Tomorrow, you're headed to the games tomorrow early, Billy. We're here early at 7 a.m. We can fill those tailgate orders.
All right, there he is, Fran McLaughlin. We appreciate you. We'll talk to you next week. That's awesome. Thanks, Fran.
Buddy, I appreciate it. Take care.
There he is, Fran McLaughlin on the Egg Harbor or the Toms River Volkswagen Sports Hotline. Of course, high school players in the spotlight, sponsored by Philly Pretzel Factory of Egg Harbor Township. Each week, Fran will have a player, a male and a female player, athlete that exudes outstanding achievement in high school sports.
That was great.
That's awesome.
How about 5 free pretzels?
5, and then if the Eagles win, you get 5 free pretzels.
Oh, if you buy 5,
that's a steal.
how about
You
that?
can't beat that.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Welcome aboard, Fran McLaughlin.
Yeah, part of the locker room.
Yeah, man. So he thinks the Eagles are going to win pretty big.
31-16.
31-16.
Cover the spread.
They should be able.
They're 0-9 against the spread, aren't
I know.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's the Jaguars. Like, they should be able to rattle off a win like that. But, I mean, this is going to be, again, another sign. Like, is this team legit? Are they going to be able to beat up on all the bad teams? Or are they going to go out there and struggle again like they did, against the Tampa Bay? And
so tomorrow they're honoring Shady McCoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been in town.
Total yards, 6,792 yards as an Eagle, I guess.
He should have never been traded.
20 touchdowns?
Never have been traded.
No, that was Chip Kelly,
Chip
right?
Kelly for Kiko Alonso.
You know what? The one thing that I remember about Shady McCoy is that snow game.
Yes.
Oh, my God. The Snow Bowl. He was...
Short story. It's an anecdote.
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to the game that day.
Really? It was a November game,
Wait a
wasn't
minute.
it?
Yeah. No.
Was it December or November?
It was the beginning of
like
right after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I think.
What was the day?
And it was freezing cold, but it wasn't. It was like 32. Like it was when it was like, I think it was like 12 o'clock, and it was that rainy. Like if it's snowing, that's one thing. I'll go to a game, but it was cold rain. It was a nasty, windy day.
It was December 8th.
Yeah, and I'm saying I'm not going to that game. And then all of a sudden it got colder and it all turned to snow.
I
And it
know.
turned into a blizzard.
I remember I was home that day.
I was
and,
so
like,
bummed out because those games are fun to go when it's snowing like that.
And there was a lot of snow because I don't think we were expecting that much.
Blizzard. It was like 2 feet of snow or something.
Crazy. It was awesome.
December 8th, Andrew?
Yeah, December 8th,
Early
2013.
December.
Very early December. Yeah. I'll never forget watching that game.
Yeah.
I think it was at my grandma's house.
That was great.
I think we had, because again, I'm around this area. I think we had some light snow here. It wasn't as bad down here as it was up in Philly.
It got, the temperature must have dropped throughout the afternoon because, like I said, I don't like to sit in a rainy, like I'd rather, if I'm going to sit in inclement weather, I want to sit in the snow.
Snow, not the
because that's fun,
sleet.
but not that sleet, rain, the wind whipping through you. Nah, I said I'm staying in front of the fireplace.
Yeah.
Don't you know it turns into a blizzard? I missed that.
Yeah.
You
Well,
could've
you also,
been
I
there.
know you're one of the guys who walked out before Jake Elliott's 61 yards.
Oh,
Down
my
the stadium.
goodness.
before
Why'd
it
you have to
happened.
bring
I
that
was
up,
there.
Andrew?
'Cause I remember because I was there and I stayed.
I walked out.
Oh no!
Matter of fact, I was between. I was between the link and live.
Yeah.
Or the Xfinity Live.
Xfinity Live, Wells Fargo.
And I heard the crowd go nuts.
Oh man,
I was pissed.
I'm sure you beat that traffic though. I'm sure you.
No, we went to Xfinity.
Oh, you just went to live.
Wait,
there.
were you in Xfinity Live before?
No, I was between when he
You
hit
were
that
walking.
field goal. You could hear
You're
the
on 11th Street.
yeah, I was on 11. Yep.
No. Oh
man.
But here's my motto: I would rather leave a game early and have my team win than stay and watch them lose. How about that?
No.
So to me, it was
I'd
worth it.
sacrifice a win over anything.
Darn
but
right.
It's tough. It's tough.
So
Darn
you
right.
think you're sacrificing a win here?
Yes, I
Or,
took
yeah.
it for the team.
All right. I don't know how much. I
But the
believe
Sixers are not going to win the next championship. Are you out of your mind?
I think they'll win one over the Eagles. I do.
You think the Sixers will win a championship
Before
before,
the
the Eagles?
Eagles,
No way.
Yep.
What do you think, Andrew?
I also, because like, we're saying this as if like, oh, like it has to be this year. I think if the Sixers, it's
No, I'm
gonna
not
be,
saying this year. I'm
I
saying
know,
the
but
next
what I'm
championship.
saying is we're just saying the next championship. And
Right.
the Sixers, I think their chances of winning a championship goes down further and further each year with Embiid's age and his injuries.
We
The
just got Paul
Eagles-
George.
Yeah, he's 32. I mean, he's also, it's going to go down and down. Like,
have some faith,
the
guys. I know it's
Sixers-
tough
for
right
me,
now.
Have some faith that the star players aren't even playing.
For me, I see the Sixers like they got to win this year or next year, or the window's closed.
Like I said,
The
11:47, November 2nd.
You also told me that Phillies would win the World Series. So.
I think the Eagles.
One's
window
got to hit at
is
some
much
point, right?
wider.
He's like,
Eventually
who's
you're
going to win
get it.
next? The Sixers. Who's going to win after that? The Flyers. Who's going to the Eagles? He's
One'll hit.
covered.
One'll hit.
I'm telling you, the Union, they're going to get this.
Yeah, the Union. Oh, good Lord. And I can't believe you went to the Jets game Thursday
Yeah,
night.
yeah. It's
On
decided
Halloween,
to.
that's how you
On
celebrate
Halloween.
it.
I like his spirit, man. You know, Nick, I like that, man.
Yeah,
If there's a way to get in the nosebleeds, you're there.
I'm there.
He's
$8. I was there.
Must be in the front row. Now tonight you're going to be styling in the.
I know. Silent profiling.
We're in a suite, right?
Yeah. It's a lot of my
might
comfort
be-
zone.
Guess what? I hope they have the college football games on. We got great college football today.
Yeah. Oh my. Ohio State.
Who do you want?
Penn
Penn State. You think Penn State win today? What's
Gonna
the
be a
spread on
tough
that game?
one.
3?
Oh man, I
Go
don't
to
know.
Mike.
Is this the year Penn State finally wins it against Ohio State?
I would love to see that.
It'd be
It's
awesome.
-3.
Minus
-3
three.
for Ohio State.
Ohio State's the favorite.
Yes.
And they're playing it. They're
Very
playing
tightly.
it. They're playing at Happy Valley, right?
I don't know.
Isn't that game
Yeah,
at
it
Happy
looks,
Valley?
It looks like it is.
Wow, Penn State's 3-point dogs.
Yeah, in Penn State.
favorites?
At Penn State.
Andrew, let me see. Who do you think's going to win today?
It's tough, man, because I would love to see Penn State get it, but it just feels like Ohio State has their number every single
yeah.
time.
Well, their quarterback, Ohio State's quarterback's hurt too. I think. Or
I
he
don't
might
know
not
if it
play.
matters.
I know Penn State.
As much as I would love to see Penn State win, I think I'm taking Ohio State in this one. I think I
don't
gotta
like-
take them.
I got to be honest with you. I don't like Ohio State.
Neither do I.
I don't like Ohio State.
Oh no.
Who's your favorite college team, Nick?
I don't know if I have one. I mean,
Profs?
yeah, I'm a big D3 guy. You know, go Profs, go Rowan.
Well, all right, but who's your?
If I had to choose, I went to a lot of Temple football games growing up.
All right.
Got to see a lot of Temple football, a lot of bad football for a while there. I'd probably go Temple because
all right. How about you, Andrew? What's your?
I'm kind of in the same boat. I've never really had a college team that I've stuck with.
So I went to
Penn
Rutgers.
State. I tend to root for. I feel like just because
Any
it's
local
kind of
team.
Philly, like Temple too. But Temple.
I went to Rutgers, but Rutgers came there, so we don't.
Yeah.
It's like not even.
You're the Scarlet Raptors over there.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't have like a favorite college.
My
team, you know what I
college
mean?
didn't have a football team. Go Ospreys.
How about Pitt? They're 8-0.
Yeah, listen. I kind of just go.
BYU's undefeated.
Whoever's in it, I kind of if they're local, I'm.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never Alabama.
I just like never Alabama.
Nah.
Never Ohio State.
Always the dog.
I like
the underdog.
I like the Bulldogs.
See,
I like
Georgia, I've grown a
Just
affinity
a fan
to
of the
because
game.
yeah.
Just a fan of the game, Andrew.
I just want to see good games. That's it. I want to see
that's
back
what
and forth.
All right, for over 83 years, the Circle Liquor Store has offered the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits in South Jersey. It's a stone's throw away from Ocean City. It's a landmark with a friendly staff. It's no wonder why Circle Liquors was named Best of Philly, Best of Atlantic City with the most competitive prices around. The Circle Liquor Store is now a proud sponsor for the second hour of the Locker Room with Billy Schwein. Throwing a party, preparing for tomorrow's game. Let Chet and his staff make sure you have everything you need. Check out the website at circleliquors.com or give them a call at 609-927-2921. That's the Circle Liquor Store in Summers Point. They deliver. Go down there and say hello to Chet, Will, Jason. They do a great job. Just about everybody in our area has heard about the Jersey Man and Philly Man magazine that is run by ex-Philadelphia tight end Ken Dunnick. But were you aware of their private business network they call the Legacy Club? Every month they hold private events at upscale locations in Philadelphia and South Jersey that attract over 200 top business people. If you have an interest in attending one of these events and see it's a fit for your game, for your business, send an email to Ken at jerseymanmagazine.com or give him a call at 856-912-4007 for more information. All right, when we return, we'll wrap it up. You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schwein, Nick Earnshaw, and the intern Andrew Leeds right here on 97.3 ESPN.
Start your college football Saturday with Touchdown Radio. The undefeated third-ranked Penn State Nittany Lions host the fourth-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes at noon Eastern. Get ready for the game of the year as these two Big Ten rivals duke it out for a chance at a national championship. Join J.P. Shadrick and me, the 1992 Heisman Trophy winner Gino Torretta for Ohio State and Penn State, Saturday at noon Eastern on this Touchdown Radio station.
It's College Football Saturday on 97.3 ESPN.
Finding an electrician that is dependable, prompt, and experienced is important. Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Service is just that. Service in Atlantic and Cape May counties for 40 years, Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services specializes in both commercial and residential work and provides 24-hour emergency services. No job too big and no job too small. Call Tom Jackson & Sons Electrical Services. They do it all. Call for a free estimate, 609-399-1999.
Call Tom Jackson and Sons for electrical, they're number one.
Every year, hundreds of children suffer from unintentional injuries or death due to unsecured guns. Camden County and Moms Demand Action South Jersey are asking for your help to reduce gun violence by spreading the Be Smart message.
Store guns unloaded, locked, and separate from ammunition. And talk to other parents about secure gun storage.
It's up to us to prevent these tragedies and save lives. Visit CamdenCounty.com/BeSmart to learn how we can stop gun accidents and deaths together.
Hey, if you have ugly yellow toe fungus, you got to hear about the secret 2-minute trick that I found for my husband. It works from both the inside and the outside. Thousands of people are using it to get rid of their toe fungus. You can check it out at crystalflesh.com. Jake started off with a small spot on his big toe and then it spread and got really bad. His toes were nasty. It was so embarrassing. He was afraid to take his socks off. He hid his yellow and crumbly toes from everyone. He tried everything to get rid of it. Nothing helped. And then we found crystalflesh.com. It was the only thing that worked. In just a few weeks, his toes looked amazing. He's now walking around barefoot again. You guys need to try this. I'm telling you, this stuff is different. It's not sold in stores, but go check it out at crystalflesh.com. They'll even let you try it risk-free so you have nothing to lose. But whatever you do, don't let it get worse. You don't have to live with this anymore. Go check it out now. Just click over to crystalflesh.com.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my entire family's obsessed with all things Wicked, but my kids can't stop watching the trailer, and now they're having a Wicked-themed sleepover. Do you think our internet can handle all of the streaming and memeing going on?
Well, we've engineered our Xfinity gateways to handle hundreds of devices at once, so they can all stay magically connected.
Wow. Are you a wizard?
I wish. No, just someone that won't let a bad connection burst your internet bubble.
Now through November 12th, get thrillifyingly fast 300 megabit Xfinity internet with unlimited data included for just $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Go to Xfinity.com to learn more. Keep the magic going from your screen to the big screen and see Wicked, only in theaters November 22nd. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless plan to auto start bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Currently $90 a month. Actual speeds vary.
You're listening to The Locker Room with Billy Schweim on 97.3 ESPN and the free mobile app.
All right, we're back broadcasting live at the Toms River Auto Group studio right here in Northfield. Billy Schweim, Nick Earnshaw, the intern Andrew Leeds. We will not be at Lascala's next week. We'll be there November 10th.
November 10th.
For our Eagles pregame show. And you know what? That's the Cowboys.
Can't wait.
And we have so much fun down at Lascala's. You just heard Brian Baldinger. He said he loves Lascala's.
Big fan. He's a big
Vince
fan.
Papali loved Lascala's.
He had such a great time.
Right?
Yeah.
That was so much fun there last week.
Had so much fun last week. It was awesome.
He said if he knew how nice Lascala's was, he wouldn't have made other plans to have to leave.
Right. He didn't want to leave.
He didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
We love being down there. It's a great place to watch the Eagles game. Come on down. We'll be there next Sunday, November 10th.
Yep.
And then we'll have two more dates after that, December 8th and December 22nd.
Can't wait.
It's flying by, isn't it?
No, we need a couple more. Can they extend the season again? Can they 18 weeks? Can we go 20 weeks now?
We might extend the season because we're going to go in the playoffs. The Eagles are going to be the next one to win the championship.
Well, no, they might be bouncing like the.
See, this is the reverse of last year. They got off to a slow. Last year they got off to that hot start, and they faltered down a stretch. I'd rather have a slow start and have them.
Listen,
get hot at the right time.
I won't complain if they win a Super Bowl. I'm not complaining over here. I just.
By the way, how about the Dodgers winning the World Series?
It was great. I don't have to go to Broadway.
Yeah.
No parades for me. Very lucky.
I was thinking about you that whole last few games. I was like,
it.
get it done for Nick. Like,
appreciate your
don't
thoughts.
want to have to go to the Yankees parade.
You see Shohei Ohtani? He actually spoke to the crowd.
Yeah, it was great.
He can speak English.
Yeah, he's learning very, very fast.
All right.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I like that.
That was great. Freddie Freeman, man.
Freddie Freeman.
What a performance.
And what a fraud Aaron Judge is in the playoffs. My goodness. I mean, I have never seen an athlete that is so great in the regular season and just when the lights shine the brightest.
Hey, look at the closer from the Cleveland Guardians.
Class A.
He was lights out all season long against the playoffs.
Aaron Judge hits nearly 60 home runs. He can't hit a home run until the last game.
Yeah, and I feel like when you're a closer and you're facing the best of the playoffs, you have a bit. Aaron Judge, he's the star player of that team. He really has a lot more on his shoulders.
That fifth inning.
All right, we got Flyers hockey at 1 o'clock, right here on 97.3 ESPN. Sixers basketball tonight. We're all going to be there, courtesy of PJ Quarter, Mr. Negadelphia. He hooked us up with the locker rooms all going to the Sixers game. And Andrew won't be there.
Andrew, you're going to the next one.
Danny won't be there.
Give me a little more notice, and I'll be there.
I'm looking forward to it tonight. We're going to have a lot of fun. Enjoy college football today. Plenty of games on. We got that Penn State, Ohio State. That's the 12 noon game, right?
It's going to be a barn burner.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. Thanks for making the locker room part of your Saturday, because nothing could be finer than talking sports with the Schweiner. We'll be back at it right here tomorrow in the studio for our Eagles pregame show with Scott Grayson and the fantasy football guru Brian Hartley. We'll see you tomorrow right here, 97.3 ESPN.